here, thanks for checking in. Today I am excited because I'm holding one hell of a guitar. This is the brand new for 2020 Jackson Pro Series Modern Dinky. It's the DK7 HT. What that means is that we've got a hardtail, it's a 7-string. So this particularly cool guitar, I should mention as well, the year's 2020. Last year Jackson started to really go back to their roots with crackle finishes. They brought in the orange and the green crackle to the X series. 2020 they came out with some Pro Series crackles. They're absolutely incredible, definitely worth checking out. There's a rainbow crackle, there's a red mercury crackle. They put some swirl finishes, so super 80s, super 90s, going back to their roots. But like I said, it's 2020, they're also embracing the modern riffer, the modern shredder as well. So first of all, the thing that I absolutely love and I'm very excited, Jackson are doing a production series, 26.5 scale length, 7-string. What that basically means is that traditionally they've done 25.5, which is, you know, normal for 6 strings, standard tuning. As you start to detune, you know, 25.5 standard guitars, you need to use very, very thick strings to help with your intonation. It can be done, but there is a lot of setup involved, so to have something with this longer scale length that's built for down tuning, it's great. So let's go through the specs very, very quickly. So, as you can see, it's got a pretty wild finish on it. So it's got a ash body with a sandblasted finish, which gives us this really, really cool sort of open, I call it an open pore finish. Very, very cool. This is called the baked blue finish. It also comes as a 6-string. It also comes as a Floyd, so you can get 6 and 7, both Floyd Rose and hardtail. You can get it in baked blue, you can get it in baked white, you can get it in baked red, and I think you can even get it in baked green as well. So a lot of variety there. Ash body. We've got a hip shot bridge, which is great. I love that again, they're sort of, you know, they're picking companies that, you know, specifically do high quality parts in their field. Hip shot is one of them. So if we're doing fixed bridge, hip shot bridge. If we're doing Floyd Rose, you're getting a Floyd Rose 1000 bridge, which they stay in tune excellently. You'll see we've also got Fishman Fluence open coil 7-string pickups. For those of you that don't know, Fishman Fluence have really been taking over the world. I think it's since 2014 they started coming out with these bad boys. They sound great, especially for high gain situations. You do really maintain all of your clarity, all of your note definition, but they really give you that sort of amped up kick-ass sound. Fishman Fluence pickups also have 2 voices, which is very, very cool. A lot of people, you see this push-pull pot, you naturally assume it's going to be, you know, a coil splitting thing. Not the case with these guys. So essentially you get more of a classic when it's down, and you get a hot-rodded, more modern, angry sound when it's pulled up. To be perfectly honest, when I was doing the demo and in my experience of playing other guitars with Fishman Fluences, I can't really hear too much difference when we're gained up, probably because you've got so much signal being pushed. So I didn't worry about that, I just worry about the voice one. The clean sound is where you can really, really hear it. So for me it takes it from sort of like a classic, sort of less aggressive sound And when you go to voice 2, really brings it up. So gain, not so much. Clean, yes. We've got a 5-way pickup selector, which again gives us plenty of variations. So if you look at it this way, we've got 5 pickup selections and we've also got 2 of each, so 10 different sounds essentially. Very cool. Moving on to the neck, we've got 24 frets, again on that 26.5 inch scale length, very good. 24 big frets that are super comfortable. We've got an ebony fretboard with small side dots, which looks very classy, I think. I don't think this guitar would suit the traditional shark fins that Jackson used, so it's cool to see them change it up. We've also got a thumb wheel adjuster for the truss rod. Again, sort of embracing more modern technology. It's a lot easier to make adjustments on the fly. Although I should say, being a Jackson, it does have a graphite reinforced truss rod. If I flip it around, you'll also see we've got a 3-piece maple Wenge maple neck. What that graphite reinforced truss rod means is that it's stable. Me personally, I've taken Pro Series instruments all across the world. You know, going from Australia, going to Japan where it's freezing cold, going to Europe where it's even more freezing cold. I didn't need to make any adjustments, which is great because the last thing you want to do is be worrying about making all those adjustments, which makes it good for studio situations as well. So yeah, the neck. In terms of the Jackson design, this is a dinky, so it has a bolt-on neck. For those of you who don't know, Jackson dinky is bolt-on, and their other Super Strat design, the soloist, is what's called a through neck. The dinky is also traditionally, I think it's 5/8 or 7/8. It's slightly smaller than the soloist, just so you know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, we've got a great heel access right here. So, you know, if you're going to be doing your 5-string sweeps or more and legato tapping and all that, I'm not going to try and do that. It makes it easy for all your upper fret access. So again, it's what I call a high performance instrument. It lets you perform, you don't really need to think about playing it, it just lets you do it. Back of the headstock. What I love is that they've gone ahead, like I was saying with the hip shot, like I was saying with the Fishman Fluence, you've got a set of Goto locking tuners. So it's going to stay in tune excellently. It's always, you know, it's nice when you see Goto on the back of the headstock because it means they're taking it seriously. Crafted in Korea. Not that I have a problem with the Indonesian Pro Series instruments, but you know, there is something in your mind when you see, okay, this is made in Korea, it's going to be absolutely incredible. As far as I'm aware, the only other production series Jackson that's currently made in Korea is, again, the new 2020 Jackson Jeff Loomis Pro Series Signature, which joins the USA Signature. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video. Front of the headstock, we've got what's called the Jackson AT1 headstock. Me personally, I like it. Some of my favorite Jackson guitars have the AT1 headstock. The Monarchs, I've got an incredible Monarch here. It's a lovely custom shop. Let me know if you want to see a video on that, because I'd love to talk about it. The Monarchs, the Chris Brodericks, the Marty Friedman models, which is sort of like a Monarch as well. I think it looks cool. So yeah, it's basically 6-string, it's your 3 aside, as opposed to that classic Jackson headstock. Matching headstock, and what's cool is that, same as on the Jeff Loomis, I think when they go for these ash finishes, the Jackson logo tends to sort of sink and get hidden a little bit, whereas on this we've got the Jackson logo sort of on top. It looks like it's screwed in. Yep, screwed in on top, which I think it looks cool, it makes it pop. So yeah, white binding all along the neck, which is satin finish by the way, super smooth, and lumen lay side dots. So great if you're going to be playing on dark stages, or if you like staying up late and playing in the dark. Who knows? So yeah guys, I think that's basically everything. It's a modern day shredder. It is. It stays in tune, it sounds great, it feels great, and to be honest it looks great as well. Let me know if you like it or if you hate it, or maybe if you're on the fence about it. And make sure to please let me know what you want to see in future. I'm very excited to be working with a lot of incredible instruments. For those of you that don't know, I work at a shop called Sound Centre here in Perth, West Australia. I've got access to all these incredible guitars and I like to talk about them. So yeah, let me know what you want to see, what you liked about this video, what you didn't like, and we'll do some cool stuff in future. So thanks for checking in guys, Ollie here, we'll talk to you soon.